Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this new moon in Aquarius, January 29th, 2025, psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You may want to watch the entire video because this new moon in Aquarius is not just going to affect your sun sign only. So if you know the elements that correspond to your sun, your moon, and your rising, I recommend you watch those all. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, watch your cusp sign element. Because remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign and your cusp sign maybe are going to resonate more for you than your sun sign. So be sure to check all of those out. So all that being said, now on to your new moon in Aquarius, January 29th, 2025, psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements. And I'm starting with the signs, the elements of earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This could be a moon that makes you feel up and down, up and down. So it could give you, like, I don't know that I want to say a roller coaster ride of emotions, but your feelings could really vary up and down over the next 2 weeks and even up to 30 days. But the days strongest, especially around the new moon in Aquarius. If you've had anything to do with legalities, court, anything to do with court or court documents, legal papers, dealing with a lawyer, maybe making a will. It doesn't necessarily mean you're having a lawsuit or going to court or having a divorce settlement, although it could be any of those things. These things could crop up now during the next 30 days while you could be being affected by this new moon in Aquarius. You could learn a lot of things that could actually change some things for you and head you off in a new direction. So you could be taking courses, classes, seminars, webinars, anything, learning on your own research, your own study, that could really actually change your direction in some way. And it could be learning something about health, like your health or health and wellness, or diet, exercise. It could have to do with things that you could ingest or do on your own, like home remedies and things like that. It could involve natural medicine, Western medicine, but learning new things in certain areas that are going to like lead you down some new path or direction comes up here. The spotlight is going to be on some of you earth signs about something. Now, for some of you, this is positive. It could be for some good work you did, something notable, noteworthy, honorable, well thought, entertaining, could be anything like that. But for some of you, the spotlight could be in a negative way. About something maybe that people aren't going to like or approve of. So it could go either way with that. If there were things that were hidden and that you wanted to find the truth and uncover information or secrets about, they're going to come out now, especially the day of the new moon, the day before the new moon, the day after the new moon, and for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. And this is a blessing because this is stuff you want to know. Now, this could be in your own personal life. but it could be happening in the world, out in the world, things that were elusive or kept secret or hidden. You're going to find them out and discover them, or somebody else will and you're going to hear about it. If you take any classes or any exams or tests, I feel like you're going to do well. And if you take any tests, I feel like you're going to pass. Some of you may decide to start a business and it's going to go well. Now, I know there's people in the comments section that are going to say, Mars is retrograde. Don't start it until after February 23rd or something like that. Well, but I'm talking about you could be planning it or getting ready to launch it. But some of you Earth signs starting a new business or planning one and then launching it will be successful. So now here are the 3 cautions for the Earth signs. You have to be careful of physical altercations. Don't start fights at work, out in public, road rage with people you know. And I mean, this was a drastic message, what I'm going to say right here. So hold on to your hats, Earth signs. You know, this is the way psychic readings go. They're not all roses, sunshine and roses. Unfortunately, I wish they were. You could get beat up. So you got to be careful. Don't pick fights, or if somebody's acting crazy or nutty, get out of there. Even if you're big and burly or you think you got it where you're like, nah, I've taken Taekwondo and I know martial arts, or nobody's going to kick my butt. You're going to get beat up. So be careful. Stay away from people that are mad. Don't pick fights. Leave the scene. Don't engage. And don't pick fights with anybody because you could get hit or hurt or beat up. You Earth signs have to be careful. My spirit guides are saying you could slide into something that is not good, not healthy, not going to work out for you. First and foremost, I get from my guides something shady, or that seems a little off, or is like under the table, or like a shifty, shady situation or deal or sneakiness or anything, like you're trying to get over on somebody, but especially if it's like somebody trying to get you to join in with them. It could even be a company or a business. It could be an individual person. It could be a group of people. Do not get in, they said sliding into something that's shifty or shady or not good for you. That also applies to drugs. So it could be drug use. So be careful of all of that. If you're tempted to buy something that's rickety, junky, old, broken down, that you think you're going to buy and you're going to like renovate it or, you know, fix it up or whatever, it's not going to work. Especially if it is machinery or, you know, anything mechanical, any old machinery, any like vehicles, cars, machinery of any type, old technology, old computers or anything like that. Maybe even a home that you think you're going to renovate and then turn around and flip it. I'm just telling you, if you buy something rickety, old, rusted, broken down that you think you can fix, and even if you're a wizard at fixing stuff, it's not going to work. Or it's just going to cost you way too much money and you might as well have bought something new. So those are the 3 cautions. Wow, Earth signs, your reading was a little jarring. So I hope these messages made sense to you. Now on to, and I hope they're of some help. Remember those warnings. Now on to the element of water. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Wow. Some of you water signs may find the days around the new moon in Aquarius, the day before, the day of, the day after, and for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, you may have a lot of visions. You may start having visions in your mind of like the future. You may have visions of deceased relatives coming and speaking to you, or spirit guides or angels, but visions of things to come in your life or things to come in the future of the planet. But you may also see spirits show up. And these would be spirits most likely that are connected to you, that passed away. Some of you could start to feel a little uncomfortable in your situation or your surroundings over the next 2 weeks or up to 30 days. And it could be your home environment. There could be something uncomfortable about it, the living situation, or could be something going on within the building or unit or home itself. But it could also, and maybe if you're one of the maybe if you're one of the water signs that are having visitations from deceased relatives, that could be making you feel uncomfortable if you're not used to that. But it could also be at the place where you work, or in a club, group, or organization you belong to, where you're like, something about the environment, it could be the building itself, is making you feel uncomfortable, but especially your living space. This could be a time where some of you water signs are going to want to skip over stuff, especially at work, or if it could be a household job you have to do, a household task, or something that's mandated, something that somebody is asking you to do or telling you to do or wanting you to do. And very many of you, this is going to happen at work, or if you're working on some kind of project where you have to write something or fill out documents or submit information. There's things you're going to want to skip over. If you're taking any tests, maybe there's like a whole section and you're like, I don't know the answers to this, I'm going to skip over it. So you may find the tendency to want to skip over things that you need or have to do in this month, the next month, now to the end of February. You could be especially stubborn. You water signs may be digging your heels in and saying, nope, I'm not doing that. Nope, I'm not going to that party. Nope, I'm not going to do that job assignment. Nope, I'm not changing my schedule. Nope, I'm not allowing you to live here for free. Like whatever it is, you know, your kid bugging you for a dog. Nope, we're not going to do that. We're not having that happen. Like that, digging your heels in, being stubborn and sticking to your guns about stuff comes up here for some of you water signs from the energies of this new moon in Aquarius. You could get some very revealing and important information that comes to you that's going to be very helpful to you with possibly your career, your job, or something you want to do or create or make or sell. You're going to get some really valuable information that's going to come to you. And you're going to be like, this is exactly what I needed to hear or know. And it's going to help you make some kind of decisions. Some of you will be finalizing details. You could be signing contracts. You could be finalizing details if there's somebody like you have to hire a contractor or a nanny or a maid or a landscaper or a guy that's going to change your roof or somebody that's going to come in and paint, or, you know, it could be finalizing anything important, any kind of deals, contracts, maybe at your work or a business you own or where you work. There's like big deals going down and you got to finalize those deals. It could be buying and selling a home. Finalizing deals comes up here for you water signs, and it's positive. This is a good thing, not a negative thing. Some of you could receive money. It could be a bonus, a commissions check, a tax refund, an insurance rebate. It could be an inheritance for some of you, a gift of cash from a family member. But some of you water signs, this is going to come up over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. So now here are the 3 cautions for the water signs, warnings and or cautions about this new moon in Aquarius, January 29th, 2025. You have to be careful of eating too much in general, but especially sweets. Too much sugar, or eating too much of one particular thing, or drinking too many energy drinks, like too much sugar or too much caffeine, or eating too much. All of those things are like lumped together. Sugar, sweets, caffeine, energy drinks, anything like that. You're doing it too much over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. And if you overdo it, you're going to have like symptoms of things that aren't going to make you feel well. Stomach ache, headache, that kind of thing. Nervous. You have to be careful that you do not bite off more than you can chew in promising things to people. You may feel water signs like, yeah, I got all the time in the world to do that, or no problem, I can handle it. Be very, very careful of over-promising, biting off more than you can chew, because you could find yourself buried or in work, or too many responsibilities, or things you cannot possibly complete or do. And then that's going to make you look bad. Make sure if you are building something or having someone else build something for you that you've contracted them to do, or a friend or family member is building it, there's something unstable and it's going to topple over. Could be a playhouse for your kids. Could be a tree house for your kids or grandkids. It could be a shed, a garage, an addition, something with wood and some kind of construction. Something's not right. And it's like, I don't feel like the whole thing's going to come down, but part of it's going to fall. And so be very, very careful of that. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This could be a new moon that gets you fire signs itching to break boundaries or itching to go do things. But anything that's been blocked off, walled off, you've not been able to do, or you haven't been able to get through to certain people or break through in any kind of particular job or career or field, or you haven't been able to have a breakthrough in a love relationship, this new moon in Aquarius is going to make you fire signs feel like you want to break through boundaries. You may find that the simple pleasures in life are going to make you happy, and that you don't want to deal with too many complicated situations or people. And this is going to be the strongest the day before, the day of, and the day after the new moon in Aquarius, and for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you fire signs are going to find that you get yourself out of a ticklish situation with somebody, or like it could be the law. Like if you get pulled over for something, you may get out of it, get out of a ticket, or get out of something. Or it could be an individual that you live with, deal with, work with. If there's some kind of ticklish situation, doesn't even have to be a person. It could be like something happening at work, or something happening in a club, group, or organization, or even out in the world, in the public. Wherever it's like, oh, this is a ticklish situation, I don't feel good about this, you're going to be able to like bob and weave your way out of it. You could be participating in auctions. There could be something that you're biding your time because you are waiting because you want to place a bid on something. This could be an online auction, could be an auction in person. This could also be you biding your time because there's something that you know is getting ready to go on sale. It could be a home, it could be a collectible, an object, an antique, it could be, I don't know what. And you're like waiting. I'm biding my time. I know it's going to go on sale. You're waiting. So this new moon in Aquarius could have you like you're on the threshold of buying something, but it's like you're waiting for the right moment or you're bidding on something. You could get inducted into something like the Hall of Fame. I don't know, but like, or some kind of club, group, or organization. Could be the military. Maybe inducted isn't the right word, but like, I feel like, you know, if you're enlisting in something, joining something, could be a church, could be some kind of club, group, or organization. It could be the military. It could be like, you know, the Baseball Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't know, but getting inducted into something comes up here for some of you fire signs. You could be a star of some kind of show or production. So if you like audition for some part, it could be a TV show, a commercial, a theater production. It could be some kind of dance, ballet, a performance of some sort. You're going to do well. Audition, getting selected, that comes up here. Could also be a job. Like, you know, if you go to a job and you have to do some kind of trial run or have an audition for a job. And don't think that that doesn't happen, because as a pastry chef, when I was a pastry chef for 22 years, there was a few jobs I had to audition for before I got it. I had to go in, I had to make all these different desserts, blah, blah, blah. And you may have to do something like that at a job that could be considered like auditioning, or a tryout. Could be a tryout for something. But I feel it's going to go well. Like you'll get it. Some of you will have a real fine sense of completion of something that you've been working towards and trying to get done. You're going to complete it. The days around the new moon in Aquarius, or for the next 2 weeks, sometime over the next 2 weeks, or up to 30 days. And this could be a book you've been writing, or some project you've been working on, or something you've been studying, or maybe even graduating from something, completing a class, completing a program, completing a work project you set out to do. Maybe you're retiling your bathroom and kitchen floor, and you complete the task. Like, but it can be completing courses, and also maybe involving like a whole course of study. Maybe you went through a graduate program and you're completing it over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Now, here are the cautions for the 3 cautions for the fire signs. You have to be careful you are not getting underpaid, or your work or projects or things that you are doing are being undervalued. So make sure if somebody hires you and that you agree with what the terms and conditions are and the pay, because you could be getting underpaid. So be cautious of that. Or somebody could be undervaluing your work. Some of you could take something out that you borrowed from somebody, or that somebody gave you, and now you need to use it, or you need to give it back, or you need to display it somewhere, and it is rotten. It fell apart, or it's rusted, or animals got into it and destroyed it. I don't know what it is, but some of you are, it's something that you either borrowed from somebody or somebody gave it to you. And now you have to produce it for some reason. It needs to come out of wherever it's been, and it's ruined. Maybe it got damaged by fire, water, rodents, I don't know what, but that is a caution or a warning for you fire signs. If you do anything in writing, go back and use spell check or have somebody edit your work because your spelling is wrong. You know, and maybe if you have to hand in an important paper or an important document and you think you're spelling something correctly throughout the entire thing that you've written, it is spelled incorrectly. And it's going to make you look bad. It's going to make you look like either you didn't pay attention or you didn't really care about it or you didn't do your research. It's not going to make you look good. So be very careful of the spelling of people's names, the spelling of corporations and companies' names, and any word that you need to use repeatedly in something. If you misspell it, it's going to make you look bad. So that would be me. I could see that happening to me because I'm not good at spelling. I'm going to admit that to the to the community out there watching these videos. I'm not a good speller at all. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You could feel air signs like the earth is moving, that you are shifting and moving, like something's shifting in you. It could be your perspective. It could also be your beliefs, your perspectives. It could be like, you know, when you think something for a long time and you're like, this is the way it is. This is how it's been. This is right. And then you get that slap where you're like, guess what? That was all wrong. And that wasn't right. And that isn't how it really was. And the true reality of something was completely different. Like it can shift your internal reality. I feel like that is something is going to come up that's going to make you feel that way the days around the new moon in Aquarius and for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days for the air signs. This could be a time where you air signs really want to put the puzzle pieces together about things that have been mysterious to you, either in your own personal life, someone you know and care about, or something out in the public or going on out in the world. Some of you are going to be tired of putting up with somebody and you're going to tell them off. You're going to let them know, like, I am sick of listening to you, or I'm tired of you telling me what to do. If it's not an individual, you could be saying this to a company you deal with, a doctor, a lawyer, a company, somebody else, like, I don't know who, but your temper is going to be a little short. And if you've been harboring anything where you've been like putting up with somebody or putting up with a situation or putting up with a company or a business that's really wearing you down, you're going to let them know the days around the new moon and for the next 30 days. Some of you may feel like you are challenged to do something right or to make something right. So I don't know how to explain this. It's kind of complicated. It could be something you did or created or said, and you may feel like, okay, I've got to make this right. I've got to do this better. It could be if you had a falling out with somebody. But it could also be something that you do, work you do, something you create, a business you have. You could feel challenged to improve it and to make it better. It could be because of competition. It could be because of, you know, your own like view of it. Like you may be like, well, whatever I did here or there, it needs to be, I feel challenged to, now I have to improve it or make it better. It could be a business you own. It could be your appearance. I don't know. It could be something you created or wrote or artistically made. It could be a website. You're going to feel challenged to make it better by the energies of this new moon in Aquarius. If you had to struggle or fight for something, you are going to find out you won. It could be something you were trying to buy, bid on, could be an argument, could be a dispute of some kind. It could be legal. It doesn't have to be legal, but you're going to find out over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days that you won. Could be a contest. Could even be the lottery. Although, I'm going to say here for the record, right now and right here, and I've said it before, I'm not promoting because I think the house usually wins. Yes, people can get lucky. I'm not saying that, but I don't like to see people throw away their hard-earned money on gambling. So, finding out you win something is one of the blessings for the air signs. If you have to learn something or have a new task or a new job you have to do, I get that you're going to really grasp it and learn how to do it really quickly. And then you're going to be able to get through what this new thing is that you're trying to do or make or create, or it could be a job, it could be something you're making, it could be something you're learning. You're going to understand and learn or catch on to it really quickly, and you're going to get through it really easily. Some of you air signs could have somebody you haven't seen or heard from for a while could pop back up and show up for you. And you're going to, it's a blessing in some way. Even if you don't like the person that pops up and shows up, some of you may be happy about it and like it, but even if you don't, it's still a blessing in some way that this is happening, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time. And I get for some of you air signs, you could get engaged or proposed to, which is interesting because Valentine's Day does fall into the next 30-day period. So some of you air signs, whether it's your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign element, could be getting engaged over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. So now here are the 3 cautions for the air signs. Don't be a snitch or a tattletale on somebody. It's going to come back and bite you in the butt. So don't do that. I wouldn't do that over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you air signs need to be very careful because you could be very prone to creating drama. And even the ones that think they're not dramatic, you can still create drama. So just be careful of that. Some of you need to be careful. You could be feeling faint or dizzy. And if you have that happen, sit down or lie down because you could fall down and then you could hurt yourself. So, you know, sometimes you can feel dizzy from chemicals, the chemical smells, something you took, ate, could be medication, could be a food, could be other things going on with you in your body chemistry. I don't know, but some of you may feel dizzy and you need to sit down or you're going to fall down. So I hope those messages were of help to you and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it. share it with others if you feel it was worth sharing, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you're interested, many of the video series I recorded for the new year of 2025 for my Vimeo on-demand videos are linked in the description below and also on my website at the luckymermaid.com videos page. Some of these videos that you may see over there for the new year down below and on my website are the financial psychic tarot readings for 2025 for each sign of the zodiac, my big love readings for 2025 for singles and couples for each sign of the zodiac, my new year 2025 10-card Celtic Cross psychic tarot readings for each sign are there as well, and my psychic crystal readings for the new year of 2025 are all available, and going to tell you all the things that you may want to know about this year of 2025. And don't forget, you know, you get messages and predictions here, but if you want more detailed messages and predictions, you may want to get my psychic crystal readings for February 2025, because those are hopefully, they're recorded, but hopefully they'll be edited, and that link will be down below in the description below and on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. I just want to say here, thank you so much. I do appreciate all of your purchases of my Vimeo videos. They do keep this channel alive and going, as does you clicking like. You really help my channel when you click like on my videos. There's many other video series available. I didn't list them all, but you can find the links down below and on my website at the videos page. You can follow me on my social media pages, but make sure you're following the true accounts and that the spellings are correct, because that's what scammers do. They copy pictures. Don't fall for pictures. That means nothing. These people can copy anything they want and look like they are me, this account. They do it to other psychics, other channels, other astrologers and psychics, and other types of channels here. They do it on many, many things. I will never contact you ever unless you're on my wait list or my cancellations list and your name has come up for a private reading with me. And I only do those on the phone if you're in the US and on Skype if you're outside the US. I don't have Telegram. I don't have WhatsApp. I don't do any of that. So really, don't fall for these scammers. Please block them and report them. It is necessary. So I hope you all have absolutely, absolutely amazing energy that comes to you from this new moon in Aquarius, January 29th, 2025. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.